Okay, very good. Let's get started. So again, welcome everyone to this session. Today, we're going to look into what is Grab and how to use the application to make your life more easy and convenient. So first of all, let me state that there are two main competitors in the Singaporean market today. Grab is the largest and most established. They have taken over the business of another competitor called Uber a couple of years ago. And until about 2 years ago, they were pretty much the only option of such broad lifestyle app in Singapore. And now, now Gojek has come into the market as well. So that is an alternative for simple transportation, meaning taxi or car rides only at the moment, and simple one place to one other place transport. You can get a more expensive price on Gojek depending, but today we are only going to look at the Grab application. So first of all, one thing that is great about Grab is they are creating economic empowerment for everyone. In Singapore and around the Southeast Asia region, they are bringing jobs to people that have otherwise had difficulty finding jobs in the lower paid job roles in some of these economies. So, drivers, taxi drivers, delivery drivers are really finding great employment opportunities. And I think it's, by using Grab, of course, at the right time for the right service, we can really do our contribution to also helping this group of drivers to make a livelihood and improve their lives respectively. Especially right now during COVID pandemic, it is hard for a lot of restaurants like right now that are not allowed to have dine-in guests to survive. So the Grab delivery option is one of the main ways for them to stay in business and survive in times when everyone is staying home, like we are doing now. So a good way to get your groceries and your food, your meals delivered to your home without having to leave, without taking much of a risk when you're leaving your home. So first, we're going to have a quick look at, what the daily life of people that are actively involved in Grab means. So you see here all the restaurant owners, the hawker centers. Here you can see a couple of Grab drivers queuing up with safe distancing to pick up your meals in one of the Singaporean restaurants, bringing it to your home, and typically the delivery takes place either by car or by motorbike. Here you can see a typical Grab car picking people up from the airport, bringing them home. That's another option, either ordering taxis or a Grab car specifically. Here you can see people getting courier or grocery and food deliveries at their home, delivered by a Grab driver. So those are the kind of services that Grab offers. And we want to share with you today how you can sign up for the Grab app, how you can order these services. And next, we are going to look at, what does the Grab application do? So what you could see here is a quick impression of the different services that Grab offers and the experience of ordering such services on the app. So a quick overview of how Grab has developed over the years and Grab's journey so far. So in 2012, Grab launched its first taxi ordering service in Malaysia. And I was actually personally living in Kuala Lumpur at that time. And I remember the dramatic difference that Grab Taxi made in my life in Kuala Lumpur back in 2012, where during my year there in 2011, every morning I had to spend about 10-15 minutes on a call to a taxi hotline or taxi company to manually request on the phone to send a taxi to my home address. It would waste some of my time in the morning. It would waste some of my time in the evening. So when Grab Taxi was first launched in Malaysia, I could book my taxi from home to the office within about a minute or so, and I could track real time on the app where was my taxi at that moment. I could see it moving towards my house on the map. I could give tips on the app, and the fare was fixed in many cases, or I knew how much the fare was going to be. So it just made the taxi industry so much more reliable. From there, they expanded out into other areas. So first, it was all about existing taxi companies. Then in 2013, they expanded to Singapore, Philippines, and Thailand. In 2014, they expanded to Indonesia and Vietnam. So Grab Car are private hire vehicles, PHVs, for any Singaporean citizens that would like to either use their own car or rent a car in order to offer, driving services that would be offered by something called Grab Car. Next, in 2015, they launched Grab Express, which is a courier delivery services for documents, small items, and parcels. So for example, imagine you're living in Pasir Ris and you want to send an important document or a gift to your grandson or granddaughter living in Jurong, but you don't want to, at the moment, risk going out, taking a taxi yourself, going to visit them. So you could order, for example, a Grab Express delivery rider to come and pick up the gift for your grandson or granddaughter and bring it to the Jurong location or anywhere in Singapore safely. That is the Grab Express function. So then in 2017, they launched Grab Pay, which is their own payment methodology where you can preload money into a Grab Pay wallet, and then you can more conveniently and easily pay from there. And we'll talk more about that later. In 2018, they launched Grab Food for food order home delivery. And later on, in 2019 and 2020, they launched a couple of more functions. So 2019, Grab Mart was launched, which is grocery delivery from supermarkets and convenience stores to your doorstep. They also launched a couple of financial services, which we will not talk about today. So Grab Finance, Grab Insure, and Grab Invest are ways of booking financial services through the Grab application as well. So here you can see how Grab could make a contribution and be used in our everyday lives. So just as an example, 6 a.m., you wake up, you want to order your breakfast. So you could go to the food application, the food part of Grab, and order your breakfast. At 7:30, you book a ride to go to your doctor's appointment. 8:45, you pay in a restaurant or coffee shop for takeaway food by scanning the QR code with Grab Pay. And instead of paying with your credit card or with cash, you can pay through Grab Pay function by scanning a QR code and paying directly in the restaurant. Again, you could order your lunch and dinners there. You could do a quick shopping for groceries in the afternoon. You could, book hotels, pay your bills, so many things that Grab can support. So we will go through the most relevant and interesting functions here. So Grab is the #1 super app in Southeast Asia. And if you look here at the screen on the top left corner, you see food delivery function. Then next to it, you see Grab Mart, which is again, grocery delivery function. Then next to it, you have Express, which is the courier item and document delivery. And on the right-hand side, you have transport, which is booking a taxi or a car. That's called mobility. On the right-hand side here, you see the different financial services. The only one that we will talk about a little bit today is the Grab Pay wallet. So the Grab Pay wallet is a way, for example, for you to use your credit card or your debit card to transfer $100 or so at a time into that Grab Pay wallet. And instead of getting, 20 different individual charges each time you deliver or order anything on the Grab application, you could be charged a $100 one-time transaction into your credit card. And thereafter, you keep that money in the Grab application and pay from that with your primary payment option being Grab, so that you don't have 10, 15, 20 transactions on your credit card statement per month. But it just makes it a lot easier to consume Grab services. The lower hand side financial services, we will not talk into detail about insurance, investments, and loans. You can look into them yourselves if you're interested. We'll focus on all the green functions on the left-hand side for today. So first, if you have not yet done so, you can use the QR code on the top left for Android phones to download it from Google Play Store, or you can use the QR code at the top right-hand side corner to download Grab application from your Apple phones. If you don't like to use the QR codes, you can go to Apple App Store or Google Play Store on your respective handphone devices, and just search for Grab or Grab Super App to download the app to your phones. Once you have downloaded the application, you will proceed to create a Grab account on your mobile app directly. So the different steps are, you're going to download and install the Grab application first. Then you choose one of the account creation options. If you have a Facebook account, you can log in with email address. You can log in directly with your Gmail address as you see it on the right-hand side. So at the bottom of the left image here, you can see a little gray toggle, meaning that if you have a Facebook account and you want to use that, you just toggle Facebook, and it will automatically grab your Facebook credentials from your Facebook app on your mobile phone. That function will mainly work if you have Facebook app already installed on your phone. If you are a Google Android phone user, such as Samsung, Xiaomi, or other Android handphones, and you have already logged into your phone with Google Gmail address, then it will automatically let you choose and grab the Gmail credentials as well. It also works with your Apple ID. So if you are using an iPhone, you can log in with your Apple ID and the email that is linked and associated with your Apple ID. Once you have completed all required data with an active email address and phone number, you will receive an SMS one-time PIN, OTP, sent to your phone, and you will enter that one-time 4-digit PIN or code into your phone. Please note, it's important, do not share or disclose that code with anyone, neither people from Grab nor your friends or anyone else. That code is only meant for you to activate the Grab application. And basically that's it. Once you have entered your email, you have entered your phone number, you have gotten the SMS with the one-time PIN, and you have entered that PIN into your application, then you are basically good to go. Let me take a quick break here and see, are there any questions on the chat, or would anyone like to unmute themselves and ask a question about the account creation, download, or sign up process? Can I check with the team? Okay. So I've been asked to go a little bit slower. My apologies. I will try to go a little bit slower. Was there, so any questions at the moment? Anyone would like to ask a question in the chat? Anyone would like to unmute themselves, ask a question live? If not, I will proceed. Okay, let me go on, and I will slow down as you asked for. Okay, there was a question about download Grab or Grab super apps. So on some phones, it might be called Grab application. On some phones, it might be called Grab super app. Both of those, they could be called either one on your individual device, depending on the settings. The only thing you don't want to download is the Grab driver app. So there is a second application somewhere on the Play Store called Grab driver app. Please do not download the driver app. That's for delivery riders and drivers. The app is either called Grab or Grab super app on your app store, and hopefully you can find it. Okay, if you can go into different features, does it mean that I already have an account? Yes. So look at this next screen here. So if you are basically seeing this screen or something like this screen already, and especially if it has your name somewhere, etc., that means you have already previously signed up. So that was a question from Pauline. So it probably means that you've already done the sign up process before and you can get started immediately. Okay, so I'm gonna have on my second screen, I'm gonna have the Q&A tab open so you can ask your live questions, and I will try to answer them live at the same time. So if you wanna ask a question, go to the Q&A tab, okay? All right, so the next, once you are all ready and you're seeing this kind of home screen, then you will go next and you have to establish a payment option. Now you can see here a sample screen. You can either choose to pay in cash, but paying in cash is a bit of a hassle. And as you know, these days with the pandemic, we're trying to minimize our usage of cash. So the best way for you to do is to either use Grab Pay Wallet, which you see here highlighted in green, with basically the option, let me see if I can annotate. So Grab Pay Wallet, sorry, this is cash. And then here you've got Grab Pay Wallet. So you can choose to go into Grab Pay Wallet and use your credit card or debit card to charge money onto it. Or you can upload your own Visa or MasterCard or debit or credit card to basically pay on individual credit or debit card transactions every time. So when you go in here, right, let me see. Okay. So here you can see these 5 steps. On Grab's home screen, you tap on the payment button at the bottom or somewhere on the screen. You tap on add payment methods. You then choose either, you see top up credits here at the top. So top up credits is an option for your Grab wallet, or the primary thing is to add your credit or debit card. You then enter your credit card number, your validity date of your card, your CVV code. If you're only putting one card, then you set it up as the primary payment option. And then it will give you probably a request to send you a one-time PIN again, where you enter the one-time PIN from your credit card. You will get charged like a 1 cent, which will be reversed. And then you've activated your credit or debit card option. So let me see. Okay, do we have any questions about activating payment options? So just to reiterate again, you have the choice of topping up credits on GrabPay, which I don't have a screenshot right now, but maybe later we can look into that. But the main choice here is to put your credit or debit card details in here, choose it as your primary payment option, and then in the future, all your orders will automatically use your primary payment option, and all your charges will go to your credit card. If you choose cash, you have to pay cash every time to the driver or the delivery rider. That's an option if you don't want to or you don't have a card available. So you can choose to pay cash as well, but it's just much less convenient. Okay, do not see this payment options when I click on payment icon. Okay, so it may look a little bit different. This is just the view that I got from the Grab website. I will look later on to maybe quickly grab my real-time screenshot and see what it looks like. But in the meantime, we have to go on first. So we'll see if we have time at the end to look into that at more detail. But I would expect that you have 3 or 4 options. Okay, Vincent is asking why Grab need to deduct $1 after setting up credit card payment. When will it be refunded and how will it be refunded? So honestly, I don't know if they still do it that way. They used to do it when I signed up a couple of years ago. I don't know, Shinwon or anyone, if you know if it still happens that way. But what I understand is when you first set up your credit card, you basically have to validate, they have to validate that you are authorized to use this credit card and that you're not using someone else's credit card. So they're basically doing a dummy transaction. They are basically just checking, are you actually the holder of this credit card and do you have the one-time PIN security authorization to make charges on this credit card? I think last time when I did it, it wasn't even $1, it was 1 cent, 1 Singapore dollar cent that got charged and then immediately reversed. It's like, so you may know that there are something called pending transactions on your credit card. And these pending transactions, they, once they get charged, they may take 24 or 48 hours to actually be charged to your credit card. So this means they will put in a pending transaction to your credit card, but it will never even hit your credit card. It will go into your credit card bill as 1 cent temporary, and then within 5 minutes, it will be back out and it will never actually be deducted from your, okay. Do we have, did anybody want to answer this question from the team? Okay, no, we're answering it live, okay. So yeah, so don't worry about this. If ever it occurs, don't be afraid. It'll be like a 1 cent. It'll come in after you've authorized it. It'll be deducted back out. So that is a normal process. How do I change my transport payment to cash if it is by default by credit card? Okay, we will look into that now. So we're going to go into how to book a Grab transport ride. So this here is on the left-hand side. You can see, first you're going to see the screen for ride. And in this ride screen, you're going to, you have 2 options. You can either say, I want to ride now, or you can pre-book a ride for later. For example, if you want to make 100% sure that your rider is there on time with no delay, and you want to pre-book it for 2 hours later from now, you can also choose a later time and have a timed option, but there will be an additional charge of about $6 or $8 for a pre-scheduled order. If you're ordering now, you put your destination here, you put a where to, so you can click on the where to and it will open this screen. Then you will click here on the where to and it automatically detects your current location but you want to be careful. I always recommend you to go choose every time. And on the right-hand side here, you will see when you enter something like a keyword like raffles, it will give you different options: Raffles City Shopping Center, Raffles Hotel, Raffles Hospital. So you can choose the right one. And then within those individual locations, you can see that each of these places has 3 different pickup points. So if you're at Raffles City Shopping Center, you could choose Northbridge entrance, Raffles City Tower, Stamford Road entrance. So you always want to choose the specific pickup point where you are going to or being picked up from, so that the car doesn't go to the other side of the building or something like that. I think I just had a raised hand from Florence. Florence, if you have a question, you can, I believe, unmute yourself or else put it into the Q&A.
Florence is unable to unmute herself, so if you
want,
okay, I can allow her to talk now. If you want.
Yeah, sure. Please, if you can allow Florence to talk.
Okay, Florence, can unmute yourself and then you can talk. Okay, she's not.
Okay, that's fine. So Florence, if you have a question, I saw your raised hand. Please put it into the Q&A.
Unmute, huh? Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, can hear.
Oh, okay. Because I want to ask one question regarding this credit card. I have this my GrabPay wallet. So this credit card is already expired. So I received a notification from them. So they disable my account. Now if they say if I want to continue for this cashless cashless payment, so I need to register, but I don't know how to go in to do it, how to, because I'm changing my credit card. My old credit card is already expired, so I'm changing a new credit card. So the new credit card with the different number. So now how should I do?
Okay, so what you basically need to do, let me go back up on the slides 1 second. Why is it not letting me go back up? Okay, so basically what you have to do is you have to go back to payment options and you have to add the new credit card and delete your old credit card. So you go back to payment options, you choose add credit card or add new credit card, and you re-enter and reauthorize your card in this kind of an add card screen. And once it is approved, then you should be able to use your account again. There is a possibility that because your old card has expired, you might have some outstanding charges from the previous time. So let's say, last time it expired on 25th of May and you booked a ride on 26th of May, the ride may actually have gone through, but it was unsuccessful to be charged to your card. So they may tell you a warning message that says, you have $4 outstanding charges. Would you like to pay it on your new credit card? Then you say yes. You settle any outstanding charges. And once that's done, you should be able to use all the services normally.
I see. Okay, thank you.
And if you have any further issues with this, feel free to send an email to the organizers here. I'm happy to have a direct call with you where we can talk this through.
Okay, is there a direct call, a direct line to speak to them?
Well, you would either want to speak to them or you would want to speak to me. So you can email the organizers. I'm not sure, maybe the organizers can help to put their email address. And then I'm happy to talk you through it on the phone. and we can try to settle it step by step. But maybe you can try first to add your new credit card in your account and just make a test order. And if everything works, then maybe it's settled already. But the most important is you need to add your new credit card.
We will for the chat. Sorry, we will add in our email addresses so you can refer from there later.
Okay, good. Thank you.
All right, thank you. There are other participants raising hand. If I may ask, let's continue in the interest of time, and I will. We will come back to a. We will come back to the question and answer at the end. Okay. Otherwise, please feel free to put your questions here on the Q&A. So then what happens is it will, you know, on your pickup point, it gives you different options, like a side entrance, main entrance. So you choose the right place to be picked up from. Then you choose your suggested ride. You want to go from here to there. If you choose just Grab, it gives you any cheapest available nearby taxi or car. So on the right-hand side, right, you see a couple of options: just Grab, or Grab car, or standard taxi. Just Grab gives you either a Grab car or a standard taxi, whatever is nearby and available, and it is usually the cheapest option. So that is what just Grab means. Okay, I hope that is clear. Just Grab will give you either a private hire Grab car or a standard taxi. Otherwise, you can choose to directly choose a Grab car only. You can choose a standard taxi only. Sometimes there is surge pricing for just Grab or Grab car. There is never surge pricing for standard taxi. So during busy times, when there is a little red arrow up, it means that where there is high demand and the price has been elevated. If there is a green arrow down, it means there is surge, the price is lower than normal because there is very low demand. So you're getting a better price than normal on just Grab or Grab car. So just monitor the prices carefully and choose according to which of these options is the most economic and cheapest available. Okay, so here I have a question from Tang Lai Peng. You asked me, how can you choose your transport payment method to cash? You see on this transport booking screen, the little Visa icon down here, where it says, you know, your credit card number, etc. So here you can actually choose, you know, you can click this little button, and when you click the button, it gives you the option to choose cash instead. So that's what you do. Okay. So next we're going to talk about Grab Food. So in Grab Food here, you can see you enter your delivery address, your home address with details, your block number, your unit number. It gives you different choices of restaurants. You can choose the dishes. You can add notes to driver, how to find you. And then you can place your order. We will go now through a detailed step-by-step guidance on how to make Grab Food orders. So first, on the left-hand side, you can put in the search button what you want to eat. So for example, you want to eat nasi lemak, or you want to eat fried noodles, whatever. You just put your either a restaurant name or a dish name, and then it gives you the available places nearby. There are a couple of standard categories down here, like who will be charging you a $0 delivery free delivery, which restaurants are nearest to me, which are the highest rated, most popular restaurants called Grab Food Superstars. You can choose to order halal food. You can choose to pre-order for self-pickup. That is another interesting option. If you would like to, you know, not wait for 10, 15 minutes once you get to a restaurant, you could choose self-pickup, order it ahead of time. And when you get there, it's already paid by your credit card. You just walk in, pick it up yourself, go home. That's another good option. Local Eats is typically for hawker center food. And then you can also look for deals. There is a screen called Deals Around You, where you get discounts off of certain items. So here you can look for, special discounts, special deals, and that's interesting to explore. Then there is another category, it's called Grab Gourmand list. Grab Gourmand list is basically very, very popular Grab food superstar restaurants that may be far away from where you are located. You might be in Pasir Ris and it's located in Orchard Road. Grab now has a function called Grab island-wide delivery, where you have a choice where you can, basically order from anywhere. It could be you're in Pasir Ris, you can order from Jurong. It'll take a long time. You'll pay a lot of money for the delivery, but it is available. And that's what you basically find, those very, very popular, but maybe a little bit far away restaurants. So if you're really craving for the food from far away in Singapore, then you have that option available. Okay, so now I would also like to point you here on the left. This is an example of McDonald's ordering. If you look at this circle, you will see first this information. How many kilometers is the restaurant away from where you are located? And the estimated time that it will take the driver to reach your home with your food order. Then down here, you will see the delivery charge. This delivery charge sometimes has a little red arrow up or green arrow down next to it. So when there's very high demand, sometimes this delivery fee will go up with a red arrow or down with a green arrow. That's also called surge pricing, where the delivery fee gets more expensive during peak lunch hour, and it might get cheaper during afternoon or mid-morning. Recently, Grab has this offer called tea time free delivery. So between 3 to 5 p.m., there's many restaurants that offer free delivery between 3 to 5 p.m. So if you don't want to pay for a delivery fee, and maybe you're having early dinner, you might just want to order your delivery before 5 p.m. for dinner, and then you will get free delivery. So that one you can click here, and you can use the tea time promo. Not all restaurants have it. Some restaurants have it, and that's a good choice. Then here on the right-hand side, once you get to a specific restaurant, most restaurants will offer photos of their meals. So you can see a photo. Sometimes there's no photo, and then you can just click on the dish that you want. It will be added to your shopping cart like this. So you see here what you have ordered in your order summary, 1 fried kailan. Okay, then it's here, down here, it is suggesting to you additional dishes that would go well with your kailan. Down here, you see how much is your total order, how much are your service fees. Here you have a choice of no cutlery requested. So either they can deliver you, chopsticks or plastic fork and spoon, but to be environmentally friendly, if you're ordering it to your home, you can choose no cutlery, which is now the default, so that you don't have to throw away plastic stuff. Then again, you choose your payment detail down here. You can check this button around here, $15 off self-pickup, for any available promos or discount codes, if there are any available. And then you can click place order and submit your order. So I hope that is clear in terms of how to order your food. Later on in the Q&A session, we can basically allow different people to raise their hand. We'll unmute you. You can ask additional questions. 1 second. So that was Grab Food. The same thing goes for Grab Mart. So in Grab Mart, you can order your groceries. It can be just a few groceries, a couple of bottles of water, some tissue paper, some toilet paper, or it can be your entire week's shopping if you don't want to go out. They can bring you, anything between $10 to hundreds of dollars in a single delivery. So you have, choices of Cheers, convenience store nearby, cold storage, NTUC fair price, etc. So you can choose the shop that you want to order, The driver will go in, pick up your items, pay it for you, and bring it to your doorstep. Again, typically paid for by your credit card. There will be a small service fee added to your order, and typically it is delivered within 1 hour. So you select which supermarket you want in step 1, then you search for your favorite brand or item. You select and add those items to your basket, and you place your order with your favorite payment option. You will receive your package within an hour. Here is a quick video. This is just an advertising which I found funny that gives you an idea in what kinds of situations you might want to use Grab Mart for grocery delivery. So we'll just play this real quick.
Huh?